got to be bloody well raised and turned to a hideous matter in bloody office block. All them gorgeous shows up to Swan. Funeral for the theatre. Funeral for us all. That puts me in a right depression. And God, I'm after spilling out me problems to a bloody shrink. Ha! Funny word. Shrink. He's paid to shrink your big nasty depression. And would you credit it? What that shrink did? Bloody clever shrink, says he to me. Now, Mr. Sheridan, I'm going to write you out this. You take it and tell me how it makes you feel. And he hands me a check he wrote out. To Cecil Sheridan, the sum of £1,000. Suddenly, there's a smile on my face, and I feel myself laughing. I found me lost sense of humor. Of course, then he tears up the check. See, that's all that stands between you and happiness. And I walk out laughing again. So I ask myself, where can we do our show? I have a smashing idea for a gay 90s review at the Atlantic Theatre. So come down is at the Riding Bus Station. But I'd a marvelous parody for it, to the tune of the spinning wheel, taught to us by all the sanctimonious nuns of Ireland. Mellow the moon as it rose over Bantry, when I met young love, young Paddy Maguire from Santry. He was a fine mountainy man, and me mother was scraping and biting such a cheap. Get on out of that, give us none of your chat. Let Mr. Maguire sit down. Came time for us to leave Dublin without John. Cecil came by. Took me over 2 years before you go, Elon. Would you not reconsider? You're a part of the Dublin scene. I've had a few fatherly talks with himself. Even tried to get him to talk with me, old shrink. But he's got this love affair with a bottle, I needn't tell you. Just like your dad. Yes, it's a family catastrophe. He's even admitted he's given up all honesty and responsibility. All I can do is pray for you. Nan and I, we love you like family. We'll be missing the Chislers' birthday parties and all them little shows they do put on. Dublin won't be the same ever again. Please God, you'll come back home to Dublin very soon.
Down by the Sally Gardens, my lover and I did meet. She passed the Sally Gardens with little snow white feet. She bid me take love easy as the leaves grow on the tree. But I, being young and foolish, with her did not agree.
Thank you very much, Yvonne and Elizabeth, for a wonderful treat. Well, now we're just going to have a vote of thanks from Christopher Fitzsimon, and it will be followed immediately afterwards by a seconding of vote of thanks from Bill Golding. I invite Christopher on your behalf to thank Yvonne and Elizabeth. Christopher Fitzsimon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a genuine pleasure to propose a vote of thanks to Yvonne and her granddaughter, Lizzie, for this memorable recital. And also, I would like to congratulate Mary Clark, the city archivist, who has accepted Yvonne's manuscript into the theatre archive here. Now, I understand that Yvonne's manuscript deals a lot more with the theatre than she has read us tonight, and that there will be a lot that future historians, people interested in the kind of background of theatre that's never published, will be able to study and clearly influence their own works. And this is going to be very valuable, and we must be very grateful for the work that Mary is rather quietly doing in the background over the years in this building. Yvonne, I think, has chosen many of the personal moments out of her memoir, and some of them certainly were very poignant to me. First of all, the image that you see on the screen. If you had looked at your invitation cards, there were 5 people in this picture, and I have to tell you that I was the one on this side, and there was Eileen Howe, a young actress in Trinity College, and Olive Clancy, who became a balance and control engineer in Radio Éireann, and then John, the actor, and Yvonne, who had come to Ireland, and this is where they met in Trinity. And what she didn't say in her memoir was most embarrassing to me, and I'm awfully glad she didn't say it, because I was a member of the cast of that terrible production of Twelfth Night. And perhaps Yvonne doesn't remember that, but it was much worse than described. We went subsequent to this on tour of English universities with the extracts from the singing plays that Yvonne had rehearsed. We were wonderfully well received there. To my surprise, certainly, we had a fabulous audience in Oxford, though I don't know if Yvonne will remember this. We saw nobody, and nobody at the end of the show even offered us a cup of tea. and the buses in Oxford stop at 10 o'clock at night, and we didn't have the money to get a taxi to our terrible hotel near the railway station. We trudged, carrying our scenery between us to this station. Then we appeared to thunderous applause again in London University, where they were very hospitable and took us to a party afterwards. We had a very good experience too at Nottingham, but the best experience was in Bristol, where, as it turned out, the audience seemed to be very tuned in to what we were doing. And the reason was that the director of the Old Vic, who was also the professor of drama at that time in Bristol University, the first university to have a drama department, was Dennis Carey from Dublin, who had become very well known as a theatre director, and his mum was the lady who had directed this awful production of Twelfth Night that I was in. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you to Yvonne and to Elizabeth, and now it gives me pleasure to invite Bill Golding, an old pro, if there ever was one, but perhaps not old, just a pro, to give the second vote of thanks.